Welcome back to the Anfield Exchange. It's finished Liverpool 3, Atletico Madrid 2, and it's another one. Yet again, another late winner. In the last minute, 94th minute, Virgil van Dijk steps up, bullet header into the corner. Unbelievable scenes at Anfield. The first European night of the season and the first 3 points on the board in the Champions League for Liverpool. In terms of the game itself, there were some good periods. There were some not so good periods. We're going to delve into all that in this video. But I think where I want to start is with Alexander Isak. We obviously got the shock. I didn't expect Isak to start this game, but he did. He came in and he started from me off. He got about 60 minutes, 55 minutes or something like that. I thought he played really well, considering he's a player who hasn't had a pre-season. The only amount of football he's played is that sort of 15 minutes on international break with Sweden. I actually thought he did really well. He created a few chances for the team. He created a few chances for himself. There were some nice touches. I actually thought him and Wirtz linked up really, really well, considering it's the first time they've played together. Some lovely football between the two of us. So yeah, it all bodes well for the future. Like I say, we all know how talented Virgil van Dijk. We all know how talented Alexander Isak is. But it's brilliant to be able to see that in a Liverpool shirt. Next up as well, I also want to talk about Mo Salah. I thought the first half performance from him was brilliant. I thought he was very much back to his best. With the goal that he scored as well was such a well-taken goal. I can't explain to you how hard it is to, when you've got three defenders all trying to get at you and the presence, not even the tackles that we put in, but the presence around you, it's so off-putting. And to have such a delicate touch to take it away and then to sort of drag the ball from behind him and sweep it past Jan Oblak. An unbelievable goal from Mo Salah. Like I say, I thought he's shown a few good touches. He's shown basically what we know of Mo Salah. In terms of, I think there was some moments in the second half where I think he probably could have done a little bit better. He fell off a little bit in the second half. He still played well, but I think it was probably in tandem with the team sort of, I don't want to say losing concentration, but the team definitely came out of that early fourth gear that we were in and sort of maybe dropped down to second or third gear. And I think with that, Mo Salah's performance dropped as well a little bit. But nothing really to write home about. But in patches, I thought Liverpool were unbelievable. I thought there was some really, really good football played, and most of it seemed to revolve around Florian Wirtz as well. I actually said in the preview video that I thought the Champions League would be Wirtz's bag this season, and where he really gets to show what he can do in a Liverpool shirt, and I thought we saw that tonight. He didn't get a goal and he didn't get an assist, but what he offers a lot more than that. And look, for those of you out there who are so reliant on stats, Florian Wirtz is not a stats player. The things he does you can't put into numbers, like the pockets that he finds and the touches that he has, like his first touch. Some of his first touches are sublime, and the way his awareness to know where players are and to just lay those, it's only a 5-yard pass, but it's so impressive from Florian Wirtz. And I thought this was his best performance in a Liverpool shirt today. No coincidence that it comes in the Champions League. I think he's probably going to start against Everton at the weekend. It's going to be another physical battle, so we'll see if he can pick up some confidence going into that game and how he performs in that game as well. In terms of, look, obviously we took a 2-0 lead quite early on. It was a little bit disappointing to see Atletico Madrid come back to 2-2. Now, look, we're in the Champions League. Majority of the teams in this league are going to be very, very good teams. Atletico Madrid, no exception. Diego Simeone is a very pragmatic manager. He's very organised. His teams play that style in a very organised, compact way. And I thought we did that. Obviously, the 2 goals that they conceded in the first 7 minutes meant that Atletico Madrid had to really come out and try and play attacking football to try and get something out of the game. And I thought, look, first half, I thought it was brilliant. Obviously, we conceded the goal on the sort of stroke of half time in added time of the first half. We came out looking quite strong, But I think, to be honest, the sort of, I think it was more of an Arne Slot performance of last season in the second half, where we've become accustomed with Arne Slot, certainly this season. It's usually a poor first half and a much better second half. I think it was the opposite today. I think we came out the blocks flying. We got obviously the early lead, and then the second half we looked to more to control things and take what we had. So it was a little bit disappointing to see that momentum sort of drop off a little bit and to see Atletico get back into the game. But look, Liverpool have this mentality. Like I said, they have this mentality of it ain't over till it's over, and we saw that today. Even after we scored the third goal, there was a huge chance for Ekitike. There was a lovely breakaway between Wirtz and Szoboszlai, where Wirtz ended up playing Salah in, and obviously he's at the post. It's almost like, right, okay, now we'll step it back up into fourth gear. We're just going through the gears, and okay, you've equalised, we're going to go and score again. And that's pretty much how Liverpool seem to play. One thing that I do want to talk about in this video is, obviously we know the transfer window that we've had. Sorry. We know the transfer window that we've had. We've spent a lot of money. We've brought in some top talent. And we have missed out on Mark Guehi, and there's been talk of potentially bringing in another winger. But what we saw today was the strength in depth that Liverpool have now. It was evident in the subs that we brought on. Conor Bradley coming on for Frimpong, who potentially both of those players could be first team players for Liverpool. Hugo Ekitike coming on for Isak. McAllister and Rio coming on for Wirtz and Gakpo. I just thought it was one of them games where you actually sit back and you look at the squad and you think, wow, we actually have that depth this season. Yes, it would have been nice to have another winger, and yes, it would have been nice to have another centre-back in Mark Guehi, but I think ultimately Rio Ngamo came on, he did okay, but he played well. He didn't really... It was hard for him to get into a game, to be honest, with the amount of time that he was given, and the momentum that was with Atletico Madrid at that point. But he did okay, and I'm all up for Rio getting game time and Rio coming in and progressing his career with the experience that he's picking up. I'm not a fan of stifling that experience, that chance for Rio to get the game time. So I'm happy with the squad. And you've got to remember as well, Chiesa's been left at home in this squad. So Chiesa's not even in the Champions League squad. So yeah, I think one of the positives for Liverpool is the strength in depth. We had Curtis Jones injured today as well. So yeah, it all looks positive for Liverpool. And at the minute, to be a Liverpool fan, it feels like we can't do any wrong. So many late goals, some great football, and it's only going to get better. It really is a sign of champions. Lastly, what I want to talk about as well is Ryan Gravenberch. Ryan Gravenberch, it's mental to say this, but from the Ryan Gravenberch that signed for Liverpool a couple of years ago and came into the squad under Jurgen Klopp and has now escalated his game beyond what I ever thought he was capable of under Arne Slot. I mean, there's got to be an argument there to say that Ryan Gravenberch is one of the best number sixes in the world. The way he controls the game, the way he drops a shoulder and the way he takes it past a man, the way he passes it through the lines, everything about Ryan Gravenberch, the composure, he is an unbelievable player. And again, for me, I know Van Dijk got the man of the match today. Yesterday when you're watching this, depending when I put this out. I know Van Dijk got the man of the match, but again, for me, I think Ryan Gravenberch was, certainly in the first half, he was head and shoulders a standout player for Liverpool, as he was against Burnley, as he has been in the games that he's played this season. I think he is unbelievable. And what did we buy him for? I think 25 million. Bayern Munich let him go. Obviously not capable of getting him to the level that Liverpool have got him to. So I think a massive mistake on Bayern Munich's level. But look, Liverpool are the winners. Gravenberch is the winner. I think this competition is made for Ryan Gravenberch. I think just how lucky we are to have Ryan Gravenberch as a player. But yeah, Liverpool 3-2 against Atletico Madrid in the Champions League. We picked up our first 3 points. We've still got 100% record. And yeah, let me know in the comments what you think of that performance. Let me know who you thought man of the match was. Like I say, for me, it's Ryan Gravenberch. I think he was so head and shoulders above everyone else. That's not to say Van Dijk didn't play well, because he did. He does it week in, week out. He was brilliant. But Ryan Gravenberch, I never get bored of watching that guy. Get in the comments, let me know. I'll see you on the next one.